Hello and welcome to the Lexington, Kentucky Real Estate Show. I'm your host and local Lexington realtor Morgan Franklin, and with me today is Rex Hall. Hello, Rex.
Hello, how are you?
Rex is modeling his gorgeous new Brooks Brothers shirt that he got for Christmas. It's
lovely.
He's stepping out of his comfort zone. There's actually some salmon
Color
in there, and so he's really stepping into his own. So I'm super excited. This is going to be a smashing episode of Ask a Realtor, because today we are going to talk about how to get the most bang for your buck when you're doing renovations. So, everybody loves Chip and Joanna Gaines, and they've pretty much ruined remodeling because they have these inflated estimates of value.
and shiplap.
Shiplap?
Yep.
Shiplap. Yep. Shiplap. Shiplap. Okay. So, will you make sure it's square? Leave all this in. Leave all this in. So, where should we put money, Rex? Where should we invest our money if we're doing a remodel if we want to get the most bang for our buck?
Where the water is. Kitchens and bathrooms.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you.
Okay.
And so the reason we want to do that is kitchens and bathrooms sell houses, and they can really date it, and you can really update a house. You know, one of the big things is, just because you spent $10,000 renovating a bathroom, are you going to get $10,000 back out of it, Rex?
No, you're not.
What would you guess?
I would say 10% return.
10%? Oh, God, you're not coming to my house and doing my CMA. You know, it's tough to say, because based on the neighborhood you're in, what are the conditions of the houses around it? Did you make the house the nicest house in the neighborhood, or did you take a house that wasn't as nice and bring it up to neighborhood value? So saying like 10% or 50% or 75% on the dollar, what you're going to get back from it is really difficult. But I 100% agree with Rex that kitchens and bathrooms are where the magic happens. Or if you can add square footage. So there's been a lot of activity in 40502. You know, you can build new construction for $100, $120 a square foot cost. And that includes footer, adding out, doing the whole 9 yards, and you know, stuff in 40502 is going to sell for $190 to $215, $220 a square. So every time you add a square foot, you're making $100. You know, it makes sense. Now, if we go 40509, 40511, 40515, where we're hovering around that $100 to $115 a square, you know, you're losing $5. You're breaking even at best when you add square footage. So you kind of have to look at what you can get in the open market, but adding square footage or where the water is. What are some bad home improvements that you should never do, unless you just really want them? What are you not going to make money on?
Leaving that avocado green tile in your bathroom.
It is jazzy.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have kind of gone back to this retro look, kind of like barn doors and things. And so barn doors an easy thing to get rid of. It's actually in vogue right now. It may hit you down the road. One thing you never get money back out of is a home theater. No. They're really expensive, and it takes a special buyer. Pools. You know, a lot of people just don't even want a house with a pool. No. It may not hurt you. It may help you. It just depends on what buyer you're going to have to walk through the door. Purpose-specific rooms that can't be redone into something else. So you put all kinds of cabinetry into an office and turn it into a crafting room that couldn't be turned back into a bedroom easily, is going to be detrimental unless you find somebody that's real into crafting. You know, flooring throughout the house, that's more of a maintenance item. And so, you know, you go into a 2,000 square foot house, put brand new nice hardwood flooring in, spend about $12,000 to redo all that in hardwood. You're not going to see a penny of that back on the appraisal. You know, you might get, your house is probably going to sell a little bit more quickly because it's pretty. I
think folks get renovation and maintenance or whatever confused.
Now, maintenance items, so HVAC, roof, flooring, and if something's deteriorated or damaged, that's more of a maintenance item. And so those are things you have to take care of. It's kind of like, you know, paying your child support. You're supposed to do those things. You don't deserve a medal or an award for just paying your child support. Those things you need to do.
No deferred maintenance on that.
No deferred maintenance. So just like with, just like a house, you got to take care of the house. And if you've got carpet that's torn to hell, and just because you go put in new carpet, the house is not worth the $5,000 that it costs you to replace the carpet.
You maintained your home.
And which is nice, which is going to make your house much more marketable and easy to sell when it comes time to sell it. All right, Rex, weirdest renovation you've ever seen?
Weirdest renovation?
We didn't talk about this beforehand, and I'm putting him on the spot.
Yeah, that's a good question. Weirdest renovation. A really janky sunroom.
Yeah, those are always, don't ever do that. Hire somebody.
That is hit or miss, and exactly. If you hire someone, it's done professionally, it's done well, that's a great thing. Not so much the DIY.
Yeah, because it's always catawampus and all crooked, and especially the flashing where the roof of the sunroom meets the house. Those are famous for leaking because some Jake leg tried to do it themselves. Hire a professional. Mine is going to be a house that was down by Castlewood Park downtown, or in North Lime, and they had remodeled a bathroom. It was a Cape Cod on the entire second floor. It used to be 2 bedrooms, and so they took down the 2 walls, and so it was just this big open second floor of a Cape Cod story-and-a-half house. On one side of the stairs was the bathroom, and on the other side was the master, and then there was no door from the living room going up to the master suite upstairs. And this does sound like a lovely renovation, doesn't it?
That does sound lovely.
What did we miss in there, Rex?
I don't know.
I didn't mention a damn thing about doors. So while the bathroom remodel was lovely, and it even had a bidet, which is not something you see very often in homes here in Central Kentucky, there was no door to the master suite from the living room or from the bathroom into the master suite. So taco night, if things got dicey, people in the living room could hear what was going on upstairs, and I just don't know if it was the best decision ever. Probably need to go back and put a wall and a door up. That's my wildest renovation I've seen.
That's definitely when the details come back to haunt you.
Yeah, that one's kind of a biggie. What else? Is there anything about renovations we need to talk about?
Oh, man, buy right instead of selling right.
Yeah. If you're getting into a flip situation, you're trying to renovate a property and make money on it. You make money on the buy. Don't try and skimp out on the remodel. It'll come back to bite you. Home inspections are going to get you, which, Devin, when we post this one, link up the video about home inspections to this one. Go watch the video on home inspections. We talk about why home inspections are important, what to expect. Because if you cheap out in the remodeling or any home improvement, it's going to come back to bite you in the inspection, and it's going to either hit you in price or you're going to have to redo it.
Which is more money.
Yeah, it just ends up costing more. If you guys would like a recommendation for a really good contractor, we work with tons of them. We work in new construction here at Maynard Builders. We have several clients that are in the renovation game and have a list of contractors. So if you need advice or a recommendation for a contractor, our contact information is going to be down in the description. Give us a ring. We'll be more than happy to put you in touch with anybody from lane tile, complete bathroom remodel, new kitchen, roof, electrical, you name it. We know somebody. And so there's that. Don't cheap out. And just because you spent $10,000 doesn't mean you get $10,000. You need to be really careful. And so if you're thinking about something, some kind of remodel, and you want to get an expert real estate professional's opinion, like myself, Rex here, on what this renovation would do to your home's value relative to what it costs. Again, plug, contact information's down there. We would absolutely love to hear from you and answer any and all of your questions about Central Kentucky real estate renovations, or if you need to just talk to somebody. Rex is a great listener.
I like to listen.
So with that, thank you guys so much for watching this ridiculous episode of the Lexington, Kentucky Real Estate Show. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next episode.